First for the visiting Lady Marauders. At guard, the 6-foot sophomore, number 4, Kevin Getz. Also at guard, the 5'7" junior, number 10, Madison Down. Also at guard, 5'7" junior, number 11, Bailey Rubin. Also at guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 14, MJ Jefferson. And at center, 6-foot senior, number 23, Asia Pratt. Lady Marauders are coached by Jordan Davis, assisted by Katie Wilson, Lindsay Thompson, Cassie Irvon, and Kate Rector. And now, starting lineups for your Flower Mound Lady Jaguar. At guard, 5'2" junior, number 11, Mackenzie Shaw. Also at guard, 5'6" junior, number 12, Kayla Wallace. Also at guard, 5'5" senior, number 13, Caitlin Russo. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 34, Whitney Cox. And at post, a 6'2" senior, number 41, Ella Chipler. Lady Jaguars are coached by Sheriff Nelson, assisted by Danny Gillen, Valerie Singleton, Amy Davis, Allie Bear. Let's play basketball.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching LIC. And that's in. He passes out to number 14, dishes it back out to the top of the key as she drives and kicks it back over to the left side of the corner as she drives down the lane and goes up for the lay-in, and it's up and in with 2 points, and now the score is
good response there by Marcus.
Flower Mound 2, Marcus nothing. As she rainbows it over as she shoots the 3, and it's a little heavy over as McCamey gets the rebound as she drives down the lane. She kicks it out for the 3, brings it in the post as she goes up, and it's all ball, and it's Marcus ball. So Marcus passes it in. As she drives to the top of the key, gives it up to the top of the key to Bailey. As Bailey's looking for an opening. As she drives down the lane and kicks it out to Skylar. As she dishes it in the post for a spot up 2. Oh, but it's off. As Sky gets the rebound. Gives it back to the top of the key. She's driving down the lane, kicks it back out, dishes it to the corner, dishes it to the other corner, dishes back to the corner for the shot, and it hits the back of the rim. And it's a pushing foul, blocking foul. And it's Flower Mound ball.
Not a good possession there by Marcus. Really should have gotten some points there.
As Wallace is passing it in. As it's back to Wallace.
Marcus
Wallace
playing
drives down.
Marcus playing a very aggressive trap defense right now.
And as a number 11 lobs it over to the corner. And it's out of bounds. And it's Marcus ball. As Bailey walks it up. Dishes it out to number 14. Gives it in the post. And it's a steal by Flower Mound. It's a turnover.
Back-to-back turnovers on possession for both teams
throws
right
the
now.
pass to the corner for the shot. And it's off.
That's their second air ball tonight so far.
And it's Flower Mound basketball. As they're passing it in, gives it to the post, she throws it up, but it's off, and it's Marcus basketball.
I'm not too sure what Flower Mound was trying to do there. It seemed they were trying to lay it in from under the basket, but here she was too far under the rim.
As Bailey walks it up, kicks it out to the corner to DJ, gives it up to Skylar. Skylar dishes it back out to Bailey as Bailey drives and spot up two, but it's off the back of the rim. And it's rebound by Flower Mound as Flower Mound's driving it up the key. And it gives it to number 12, dishes it out to the corner to number 11. As he drives down the lane for a one-hand pass, but it's turned over.
Good.
And it's given back to Flower Mound as she throws it up for the layup, but it's off. And it's given back to Wilson.
Number 11 for Flower Mound looks really off so far. Two air balls and a missed layup. She's got to get it together.
And it's for the three, and it's in. Bang! For the three by Bailey. By Rodden. As number 12 has the ball, she's trying to get down the lane. Oh, she got back past two defenders.
Marcus locking
as she
up.
throws it up in the paint, and it's Marcus basketball.
Marcus defense causing a havoc so far.
As number 4 spots up for the three. Oh, but it rims out. And now it's Flower Mound ball as she's walking up the court. She dishes it over to the corner. Dishes back up the top of the key to number 12. As she drives down, dishes it out for the three. Oh, but it's off. It rims in and out. And now it's a scramble on the floor. And it's a jump ball. Flower Mound ball.
Flower Mound 0 for 3 from three-point land so far tonight.
As Wallace is passing it in. My mistake. Number 12 is passing it in to number 5 as she puts it up and in. And now Bailey's walking it up the paint as it's given back to Wilson. Pass back to the corner as Bailey drives down the paint. Back at the top of the key by Wilson. And I think that's a travel. Yep, that's a travel. And it's Lady Jags basketball.
Marcus with 3 turnovers so far tonight.
As she hits the ground, and Bailey goes down for the ball.
Appears to be Marcus ball.
Bailey Rodden is really hustling out there for Marcus.
Each team with 3 turnovers so far to begin this early quarter.
As Rodden walks up, dishes it out to number 4. Back out to Rodden. And it's a travel. It's Flower Mound ball, giving it back to Cox. Cox throws it back out to Scott. Scott in the middle, in the corner, back out to Cox as Cox drives for a spot up two, and it's up and in for the mid-range jumper. A nice mid-range jumper too. Now it's Marcus' ball in the corner. She's at the top of the key. Dishes it out to number 15 as she sets the screen. Hands it off to number 5. Pass to the top of the key to Rodden. Back out to number 5.
Marcus.
As she's looking for some help.
Marcus looking pretty confused
as
so far in
Gotez
this offensive possession.
goes in the paint. Bounce passes
pass.
And that's a little over by number 10. Number 12, my mistake.
That was a good pass by Evie Goetz right there. It's just shooters got to nail it down the shot, but it's still Marcus' ball.
And the score is 6-5. She passes out to the top of the key, dishes it over to Rodden, puts it in the paint for Gotez as she powers it up and in for the 2. And now it's Flower Mound ball. Back out to Cox. Cox throws it back over. Oh, as he crosses her up.
Nice cross move right
and
there.
Hands it off to number 21 for the shot. Oh, but it's up and out.
Every three-pointer Flower Mound has shots tonight has air balls. They gotta get it.
As Marcus gives it to the paint. Oh, but it's out. As she's looking for some help. Oh, but it's a steal.
Maybe it isn't.
And it's Flower Mound. No, it's Marcus. And it's a jump ball.
What a wild possession there.
And it's a jump ball as it's Flower Mound basketball. Scott has the ball, passes it back to Cox, gives it up to Scott, gives it number 21, throws it back to number 11. Oh, and it's blocked off by number 11, Rodden.
Very sluggish game so far for both teams.
The score is 6, Flower Mound, 7, Marcus. As Scott has the ball, as Cox sets a screen, gives it back to Cox. Cox looks up, throws it up, and it's in. Bang for the 2. For the spot up 3, but it's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Cox. Gives it back to Scott. Scott walks up the lane, being defended by Rodden. Bounce passes it to Cox. Cox looks for an open man to give it to 21. Back out to number 11. Gives it to number 5 as she drives down the lane, scoops it up. Oh, but it's too powerful. Throws it back out to number 11 as she spots up for the 3. Oh, but it hits it up and out as Marcus has the ball and starts driving down the lane. And it's going to be a blocking foul. A blocking foul by number 11, Scott. One thing I believe is that if she had her feet plant, that would have been a charge.
That would have definitely been a charge, but she kept moving her feet trying to get set, and it just ended up being a foul.
As Rodden has the ball, being guarded by Porter. As Rodden tries to get past the defender, being screened, still being guarded by Porter. Gives it up to the corner for the 3, but it's off the back of the rim, and it's rebound by Marcus, and it's up. And I don't know if that was in, but I believe from what they're doing, it was in. It was good. It was a good basket.
They are counting it.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Marcus, 9, and Flower Mound, 8.
What a very sluggish quarter by both teams there.
Very sluggish quarter, I have to admit, yes. I mean, I believe Marcus, they play better than this.
They do play. They already have 5 turnovers to start the first quarter, which is not an ideal start for them, but they are ahead by 1.
Yeah, but I mean, they're doing a very good job. I mean, I think the matchup between Gotez and Cox, I mean, that's a very good matchup. I mean, you have 2 big men that are going really hard in the paint, and it's going to be a challenge for both of them.
Whoever wins that battle will determine who wins this game tonight. So if Evie on Marcus can win that battle against Cox on Flower Mound, then Marcus will win and vice versa.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're watching the LASD AV Productions I am your host, Anthony Council, with my partner,
Aiden
Herring, and we are here broadcasting the Battle of the Mound here against Flower Mound and Marcus. We have a great game for y'all tonight. We have the girls going first and then the boys right after, so stay tuned for both games. They're going to be really good.
Should be exciting.
Should be very exciting.
Can't wait.
So what are your predictions for this game, for the girls' game?
Girls game, I think I don't have any predictions yet, but whoever wins the big man battle down under will be the winner of this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. My prediction is like you said, whoever wins the rebound battle, that's going to win the game. And we're back here with Rodden and Porter going at each other again as Rodden is blocked by Cox, and it's rebound.
Great defense by Cox there. This is a big man battle going on right now.
Rebound by Scott. As she passes it to Cox and hands it off back and dishes it out, brings it in the paint, and it's a steal. Steal by Marcus. As she drives down the paint, does a Euro step and throws it up, and it's a travel. It's a travel by Marcus.
Marcus already having 4 travel calls tonight. They got to get it together.
And it's given up to Porter as she dishes it out to Edmondson. As Edmondson drives and hands it off back to Scott.
Edmondson almost caused another turnover there for her team.
Cox sets a screen and gives it to Cox, brings it in the post, kicks it out for the 3. Bang! And it's a 3 for Porter. As she sets the screen as she drives down the lane, and it's stolen by number 34, Cox. As Cox hands it off to Scott. As she's looking for someone open. And that's a foul.
I think it's a hooking call.
I think it is a
hooking
call.
of the arm call there.
And Porter's going to be passing it in. Gives it up to Scott. Gives it to the big man. Hands it off to number 5, and it's a travel. I think that's the biggest thing for these big men. I mean, on both sides.
Both teams have traveled so much, they have free airline mileage right now.
And Rodden has the ball as she walks up the court, being guarded by Porter. As she dishes it off to Mackenzie. As she slings it out to Sky. As she looks for an open person. And it's back out to number 4. And it's almost stolen. As she hands it off to Rodden for the 3, and it's blocked.
Another block there.
And it's blocked by Flower Mound, by Porter.
Flower Mound showing great defense to start off the quarter. Already 2 blocks to start.
And she got the ball. She hands it off to Cox as she drives down the lane. Oh, but it's off out the back of the rim. And it's a pushing foul by number 7.
Probably a push in the back call.
And as Rodden has the ball, dishes out to the corner. Kicks it back to the top of the key. Passes to the post for the shot, and it's a 2-pointer. 2 points for Sky. As Scott has the ball, Cox sets a screen for her. She gets another screen. Step back, 3. Oh, but it's off the top of the rim, and it's rebound by Marcus.
Fairmount struggling for
by
three-point
Ava
land
Strange. Ooh, and she crosses her up for the step back for the 3, but it's off. And it's rebound by Cox.
Good move, bad shot
as
there.
She rainbows it over to number 21, Porter. Dishes it out for the 2, and the shot is good. Barely hits the rim. And the score is 11. The score is 13-11 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
Evie was caught out of position there that last possession. Ended up costing her team 2 points.
As she passes it out to Gotez.
Or excuse me, Gotez, my bad.
Dishes it back out to the top of the key. And for the bank 3 by Marcus. Score is now 13. Flower Mound, 14, Marcus. As Scott has the ball, dishes it to Scott. Gives it the wide open man. And it's up and in.
Poor defense there by Marcus there. Leaving a man wide open under the paint. Not something you want to do.
Dishes out to the corner. Hands it off. Throws it over for the shot. 2 points. Oh, but it's off the back of the rim. As Cox drives down the lane. Gives it back to number 11. Hands it off to number 5. As number 11 has it in the corner. And as she's trying to set up the offense. Gives it number 5. As number 11 has the ball at the top of the key. Gives it back up to Cox in the post. And it's up and it's a foul. Great post movement by
Flower Mound winning the big man battle right now, and it's
absolutely
showing results right so far.
And the first one is good by Curl, shooting free throws. And the second one is good as well. Score now is 17-14. Flower Mound. As Marcus lobs it over. Spot up 2 for Rodden. And it's rebound by Flower Mound by Scott.
Flower Mound starting to go on a little run here.
Scott looks to the big man, gives it back up to number 5. The give and go by number 5, Edmondson.
Good ball movement there by Flower Mound.
Great play as well. As Rodden has the ball, walking up.
Edmondson with 6 points so far tonight.
Being guarded by Cox. As she's looking for someone who's open. Gives it out to the top of the key on the left side. Trying to look for someone in the post. Gives it back to the top of the key for the 3. And it's off the back of the rim. And rebound by Marcus as she stumbles with the ball, but has it back in control. As Rodden's back at the top of the key, being guarded by Cox. And it was almost a steal, but it's brought back by Strange. Gives it back out to Rodden. Rodden for the 3, but it's off the back of the rim. And it's rebound by Flower Mound by Wallace as Wallace drives down the lane.
Marcus has to find a way to get it.
3, spot up 3, and it's in as she drains the easy bucket for Flower Mound. Your score now is 22. Flower Mound 14, Marcus. So there's 1 minute and 47 seconds left on the clock. And now we have a timeout.
I believe taken by Marcus.
Great defense by Flower Mound.
Right. Are locking down Marcus, and it's a good way to start. Marcus needs to find a way to get it inside. They're relying more on their three-point shooting, and it's not produced the results they want so far. Only 2 made three-pointers tonight.
And we're back with Flower Mound and Marcus. With Flower Mound 22, Marcus 14, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. As Rodden has the ball. Kicks it out to number 10, sets a screen. Back out to Rodden as number 15 forgets the screen, drives down the lane, throws up the floater, and it's up and in.
That's what Marcus needs to do. They need to take it inside.
And it's a jump ball. And it's Flower Mound ball as Cox is going to pass it in as Marcus is setting up a press defense.
Marcus trying to steal a little more
She
momentum.
lobs it up to number 5, 41. Number 11 almost with a shot. Almost with a shot as she's back at the top of the key. Gives it back out to number 12. Tries to throw it in the post, but it's out of bounds.
Good defense there by Marcus.
That was supposed to be for Cox, but instead it hit the back of the...
Good defense there by Marcus. Let's see if they can try to close the gap before the end of the half.
Score is 22. Flower Mound with 59 seconds left on the clock. Oh, and the steal, so close, but it was tipped out of bounds.
Almost bad news there for Marcus.
Marcus ball with 54 seconds left on the clock. And it's Marcus ball as it's given up to number 11. Passed out to number 4 as she sets a screen, gets it back to the top of the key, dishes it out to the left side of the corner as she drives, tries to get past Cox as she drives down the lane, and it's up and in with 38 seconds left on the clock. Gives it back out as they're playing a little bit of hot potato as she lobs it up to the side of number 12 as she spots up, and it's a travel. Flower Mound with a lost possession with 27 seconds left on the clock.
Marcus with the last possession.
The score is 22-18 Flower Mound. As Marcus has the ball with almost 20 seconds left on the clock. As they're trying to set up a play. As Rodden is trying to set up something. Gives it out to number 10 as she drives for. And she's trying to set something up. And we're out of time. And that is the end of the first half. Flower Mound 22. Marcus 18.
Marcus looked to be on the end of the looked to be on a run at the end of the half, but with the awful possession towards at the end of the half. Let's see how they can recuperate after that.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are back here. Welcome to LASD AV Productions. You are watching us live on YouTube. I'm Anthony Council with my color commentator and partner, Aiden Herring. So, how did that first half look?
Well, on the first quarter, it looked really sluggish. Both teams committing a lot of turnovers, but also playing good lockdown defense. Second quarter opened up more. Flower Mound started going on the run towards getting in the middle part of the quarter, and Marcus getting momentum towards the end of that quarter.
Absolutely, and I would say that matchup between Porter and between Rodden, I mean, that's a great matchup right there. I mean, you have both teams having bigs on both sides.
Right.
I mean, both of them have size, and I mean, two of the great teams going at it at each other. I mean, it's a great rivalry altogether.
Marcus up at third place in district. Flower Mound at fifth. Whoever wins that big man matchup will probably win this game. And right now, Flower Mound is winning that matchup, and heavily too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the past game, I mean, Flower Mound has been able to get in the post. They've been able to get in position so that way it can be an easy bucket in the post. So that makes it easy for a 2. As well, kicking it back out to the 3. I mean, they can shoot. I mean, They can shoot the rock.
Yeah, but their main game is getting it inside, and that's what they've been doing well tonight. Like they've made 2 3-pointers tonight, but most of their offense has come through being patient, setting up the offense, and just getting it inside.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a great first half, and we'll be back after this short break, back for the second half. I'm your host, Anthony Council, with my partner, Aiden Herring, and you're watching LASD AV Productions live on YouTube. We'll be right back after this break. watching LAST AV Productions live on YouTube. I'm Anthony Council with my partner,
Aiden Herring.
and we are here talking about Marcus and Flower Mound, the Battle of the Mound with the Lady Jags and the Lady Marauders. Let's go to stats. So how has the first half been, and what does both teams need to do?
Well, both teams need to stick to their paint game, as Flower Mound found out early on towards the end of the first quarter that they need to go inside, and it's worked out tremendously for them, as in the second quarter it really opened up their scoring. Marcus, however, didn't find that out until towards the end of the second quarter when they started going on a run towards the end of the half. But with both teams shooting not so well from three-point land, Flower Mound shooting 2 for 4, Marcus shooting 2 for 6. I think they need to stick to the paint game tonight.
Right. And I mean, with those 2 threes by number 11 Scott, I mean, those were big. Those were big. Huge.
Like, they can't stick to the paint game forever. Those 2 3-pointers have really separated Flower Mound from Marcus tonight.
Right. And I mean, I would say one thing that both teams have done is getting in the mid-range game, and it's not really talked about a lot.
Right.
Especially in high school basketball.
Like they focus their paint game, but Flower Mound has not necessarily mastered, but gotten down their mid-range game, as they've sunk some pretty important baskets from that range so far tonight.
Right. Let's talk about turnovers, because I mean, both big men have been traveling.
Right.
Both big men have just kind of been up and at 'em with each other.
Right. As I said earlier, that they've been traveling so much, they have a lot of air mileage so far. As Marcus has committed 6 turnovers tonight, while Flower Mound has committed 7. If either team wants to win the game tonight, they got to really limit those turnovers.
Okay. So what's the prediction for right now for this game?
If I had to make
a 22-18, Flower Mound has 22, and Marcus is 18.
Well, the game can change on 2 plays or 3, whatever you might say. But I have a feeling Flower Mound will continue to pound inside and eventually wear down Marcus and run away with this.
Absolutely. And I mean, looking at the stats from what we found out, I mean, Marcus has the bigger percentage in the third quarter.
Right.
I mean, Marcus, they averaged 13.8 points a game for the girls, and Flower Mound, I mean, it probably was because of that Hebron offense and defense, because they only scored 10 points.
Right. Last time Flower Mound played, they really struggled in the second half. But I have a feeling in front of the home crowd tonight, in front of the faithful, they'll move past it and win the game for them.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta look at both of them. I mean, because like with their stats in district, I mean, they're both coming off losses, so it's kind of like starting new, right? Right.
It's like it's starting off fresh, and Flower Mound has a lot to gain from this victory tonight. As if they win tonight, they're sort of in that driver's seat for that 4th playoff spot, depending on what MacArthur does tonight.
Right. So, who are the key players that we need to look out for?
I think Gotez on Marcus is one player you need to look at, as she needs to keep pounding it inside and eventually try to find her 3-point game. And for Flower Mound, it's number 34 Cox, as she's continually punish Marcus on both ends, with both on defense and on offense.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say the matchups here, like we've been talking about the whole game, the matchups have been amazing. I mean, Porter guarding Rodden. I mean, the matchups between those two have just been amazing. I mean, we've seen some people cross people up.
Right.
We've seen step backs from both sides. I mean, each team is just going head-to-head at each other in this great rivalry.
Seen a lot of skill, and both teams really want to win this, as it's a big rivalry game, Battle of the Mound, bragging rights for whoever wins this tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great game, and the score is 22-18 still, as we're about to start the third quarter. So I would say, on Flower Mound side, like you said, I mean, but you also got to look out for Porter too. Porter.
We've been talking a lot about Cox and going inside, but Porter has really been the difference maker tonight. And if she can keep continually causing havoc, then it will be a long second half of Marcus.
Because Porter, she's a big guard, she's tall, and I mean, she can handle the ball and everything. And we're back with Flower Mound and Marcus, as Marcus is handling the ball. It's 22-18 in the third quarter, as it's handed off to Gotez and given in the paint, and it's a foul. And it's a foul by 41 as Strange is shooting free throws. And the first one rims in and out.
Here you go, sweetie. Here you go. Hey, you're welcome, honey.
And the second one is good.
Fairmount playing, Marcus playing that aggressive trap defense.
As it's given back to Wallace. Oh, and it's a travel, like we've been talking about. Another travel by Flower Mound.
And that Marcus aggressive trap defense to begin the half is caused a turnover. And let's see if they keep going back to that defense.
As Rodden has the ball, throws it up to Gotez. As Gotez tries to find an open person, rainbows it over.
Risky pass there
to Rodden. And it's another turnover. Turnover for Marcus.
Number 15 didn't look like she was expecting the ball there.
Scott has the ball. Kicks it over to number 12. 13 passes it to number 12. Tries to give him the paint, and it's a foul. Playing very aggressive. I think it's an elbow.
Both teams with a sluggish start so far to the second half.
Absolutely, and it's a foul by Strange as Wallace has the ball. Gives it to the post. Oh, but it's off the back of the rim as it bounces in and out. As Gotez has the ball, throws it over to the corner for the three. Bang!
Tied ball game here
by
tonight.
Strange. A three-pointer by Strange. And the score is 22-22. As Wallace throws it up to number 11. As she looks for the three by Cox. And gives it back to Scott. As Wallace gives it back to the paint, and it's blocked. Great play, and it's tipped up and out. It's given to Gotez as Gotez walks up the ball, gives it back to Rodden, hands it off to Gotez as she tries to make a move, spins up and tries to shoot the fade, and it's up and in with the fadeaway.
Great shot there by Gotez. Great spin move, too, to get separation.
As the Marauders are cheering on their teammate. And it's a timeout by Marcus. And the score is 22-24 the third quarter with 6 minutes left in the game.
How about this new graphic with the labeling the fouls now? It makes it a little bit easier on us. You know?
It really does. It does make it easier on us.
Right.
But great fadeaway by Gotez.
Great, yeah.
Great shot.
But the spin move too to get separation was the X factor in that shot there.
Absolutely. I mean, creating space. It's all about creating space in basketball. If you have a little bit of space, I mean, you can get any shot you want.
Right. As long as you got to be focused there on that shot, and you'll nail it pretty much every time.
And we're back at the third quarter as Flower Mound passes in the ball as Marcus is playing that press defense. This is back up to Wallace. As Wallace gives it up to 13.
That press defense
passes it back to number 11. Tries to get past half court. And she gets past half court as Wallace is being guarded by Rodden. Rodden does a one-hand bounce pass up to Cox into the paint. Passes back out to number 21. Dishes out to number 11 for the three. And it's up and off. And it's out of bounds. And it's Marcus ball.
Wasted possession there by Flower Mound. Good ball movement there. Just they wasn't able to sink the shot or get the rebound.
And it's Marcus ball as Rodden has the ball. She walks it up the key. Throws it over to Gotez. Gotez looks to drive. She gives it back to Rodden as Rodden gives it in the paint. And it
almost another Marcus turnover.
And now Rodden has the ball back at the top of the key. She gives it up as she sets a screen, and it's an illegal screen.
Almost like she was trying to run her over or something. Like a running back over a linebacker.
It's given up to Scott. The one-hand pass over, bounce passes it back over to Scott. And she slings it over to Cox. Cox dishes it to 5, dishes it back up to number 11, swings it over to number 12, dishes it up to number 5, dishes it back to number 11, kicks it to the top of the key to number 41, slings it back to number 5, swings it back to number 12, dishes it in the corner. And she dishes it over to the corner, kicks it out to the top of the key, and it's off the top of the rim by number 11.
Marcus thought they should have been a travel there on Flower Mound, but in the end, doesn't even matter since they got the board.
The score is 22-24. Marcus.
Flower Mound really struggling to get anything going in the second quarter.
With 4 minutes and
second
15
half.
seconds left on the clock. As Rodden has the ball, she walks it up the lane. And she sets the screen. As Gotes sets another screen, passes it out to Wilson.
Screen game is quite working for Marcus tonight.
It's Strange with the floater, and it's off. And it's tipped at the tip of the rim.
Flower Mound ball.
And it's given back, and it's up to Cox. Cox walks it up the lane, dishes it out to number 21, throws it over, and it's a
good defense.
Turnover.
Oh no, Flower Mound ball. Good defense there by Marcus. So it almost caused a turnover there.
As Scott has the ball, trying to set a play up, being guarded by Rodden. Rodden slings it over to number 21, dishes it back out to number 5, grabs to number 11 as she shoots the 3, and it's up and off. As she goes strong up back in the paint, but it's off, and it's a foul.
Both teams haven't gotten to the line much tonight, which is oddly surprising as they're both trying to pound it inside of the paint.
And Edmondson at the charity stripe. And the second one is off again, and it's rebound by Downset. As number 11 has the ball. Tries to look for an open person. Gives it up to number 5, and it's another travel.
Lots of traveling here tonight. Surprised we're not at the airport.
And Scott has the ball. Passes it back to Cox. Slings it back over to number 11. As she tries to get past 2 defenders, gets past them, dishes it to number 21. And there's a call.
Out of bounds on. I think it's a foul.
And that's a foul on number 23. As we have a sub. As it's up to Cox, back out to number 40. She throws it up to Scott. Scott hands it off to Cox as Cox drives down the left side of the key. Tries to get big in the post, does get big, and it's a charge.
Got too big in the paint. Each team with 9 turnovers so far tonight. I think that's why it's it's a close game so far.
As Rodden has the ball, hands it back out to number 5. She makes a baseline cut. Dishes it back out. Tries to make a step back as it's in the corner. She drives down the lane, and it's a foul. Should be a blocking foul by number 40. And it's still Marcus ball. He's giving up to Rodden as Gotes posts up, and it's a foul.
Flower Mound with 5 turnovers tonight.
Your score is 22-24 with 2 minutes left on the shot clock. As he gives it up to Gotes. Gotes drives down the lane with the lay-in, and it's up and out. Just tipped out.
Gotta get
Cox drives down the lane with one defender as she gets past it, and it's up and in.
That was almost like Manu Ginobili on a fast break there. Good Euro step there.
And it's a turnover again. A shot passes it to Cox, back out to shot, throws it over to number 12, gives it in the paint, and it's up. Oh, but it rims in and out. As Gotes drives down the lane with 3 defenders on her. Stops and pops back out to number 11, and she shoots it, and it's good.
Looking to be a tight finish.
Passes out to the corner, passes back out, kicks it, stops, pops, and it's off. And she drives down the lane, and it's a travel.
Ooh.
And as there's 1 minute left on the clock with a score of 24, Flower Mound, 27, Marcus gives it back out to Cox. Cox dishes it back out to Shot. Shot slings to number 23 for the 3, and it rims in and out. And it's another foul. That's another foul.
Flower Mound getting a little too foul happy in the second half.
And that's a 6th foul for Flower Mound.
7 overall tonight.
And now there's only 40 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock as they're double teaming. Gives it out to the top of the key. Now it's in the corner, shoots for the 3. Bang, and it's up and in. With 20 seconds left on the clock, it's Flower Mound ball, back to Cox, back to dishes it over to the corner. And she dishes it back to Shot with 13 seconds. Now we have 10 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. As Cox forgets the screen, drives down, dishes it over, and it's out of bounds with 4 seconds left on the clock.
Good tip there by good tip there by number 12 for Marcus.
Good tip by Wallace.
Is it a probably or yes?
As she passes it out to number 40, shoots the 3, and it's off the backboard, and it's out, and she throws it up, and it's off. And it's off. Your score is 24-30. Marcus. You're watching LASD AV Productions live on YouTube. Welcome back after this great third quarter. I mean, it was a great third quarter, I would say.
For one team, yeah, Flower Mound, they struggled that third quarter. Only 2 points and lots of turnovers.
Absolutely. And I mean, with Marcus, I mean, if you look at the score, it's 30-24. I mean, they made a comeback from 18 to 30.
They absolutely made their presence known, and they in the first half, Flower Mound was winning that big man battle, getting the rebounds, causing defensive havoc. Right, but that third quarter, all Marcus out rebounding Flower Mound, causing more havoc on defense. And even though they've committed more turnovers, they've still found a way to lock down on defense, almost following possessions.
Absolutely. And I mean, like in our last broadcast, I mean, we were talking about one player, well, multiple players, but one key player, and that's Geets. I mean, she's been doing. I mean, go Tess, my bad, but I mean, she's been amazing. I mean, number 4. I mean, you got to watch out for her.
Right. Except for a few plays, she's been absolutely outstanding tonight, and hopefully she continues this form towards the end of the game to help her lead her team to victory.
And absolutely. I mean, if you give the ball to her, I mean, she's going to drive down the lane, do a step back or anything. I mean, she can do it all. She reminds me of a Kevin Durant type player.
Almost type that, but I'm more impressed by her defense. Like her defense, at some points it's been a couple lapses here and there, but overall her defense has been really, really good tonight.
Absolutely. And we're going to be back and we're back with a score of 24-30.
Back now.
Marcus.
This can get really exciting towards the end of the match.
As Rodden has the ball, being guarded by Shot. The Shot gets closer. Great defense. Great defense by Flower Mound. It's passed out to Bar. Dishes out to the corner as she drives down the baseline. Gives it up to the top of the key. Back out to Bar. Bar's being guarded. As she dishes out to the corner.
Good balance there.
Slings it back to the top of the key as she drives down the lane. Back out to the corner. And it's up and out.
Good spacing there by Marcus on the last position, but they should have led to 3 points there as she had the
Shot drives down the lane.
wide open 3.
Shot drives down top of the key. She dishes it to the corner. Gives it the post as she goes up strong, and it's a foul. A foul by Conway. And Becker is shooting free throws at the charity stripe. The first one is good. That makes the score 25-30. And the second one is in and out, and it's given back to Jefferson as Rodden dribbles up the lane. Now she gives it up to Jefferson, looking for open person. As Rodden's at the top of the key, number 5 gives it up to Jefferson. Jefferson gives it out to Barr. As Fireman's playing a great defense right now. Great zone defense as Rodden shoots a 3 and it's off, and it's a rebound by Porter.
Marcus couldn't find a way inside that possession.
As Shot has the ball. And the dynamic duo of Shot and Cox. And gives it up to Cox with the 3. Bang! And it's up and in. As she drains the 3-pointer.
Farmon playing like how Marcus did in that third quarter.
And it's tipped, and it's given up, to Cox as she drives up, and the lay-in.
Tie ball game.
Now the score is 30-30 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left on the shot, on the clock.
Flowermound going on a run here, playing like Marcus did in the third quarter. Lockdown defense, clutch shooting. So now we have a ball game for her, folks.
That was a big change-up. Like we said, in the fourth quarter, anything can happen. It's anyone's game.
Yeah,
the game isn't over until the shot clock is 0-0.
Especially in a big rivalry game, the Battle of the Mound, anything can happen.
Exactly. Both teams, it's hard for me to keep up with them because, they're passing so fast. They're playing like Golden State out there.
Yeah, both teams are moving really fast. Quick passes, zoom, 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 trying to find the open man. And I think it's worked out for both teams tonight.
It's gonna be a tough prediction to see who's gonna win this game.
Right. It's gonna come down to who can play their game better. And
right, exactly.
I don't know who's gonna do that tonight, but we're about to find out with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Strange gives it to number 11. As she throws it over to number 12. And it's a steal, and it's out of bounds. As she hits the ground hard.
Good defense there by Shot there to get back into the play and almost get a steal there.
She gives it up to Strange. Oh, and it's a kick
ball.
ball. As Cox kicks it out of bounds. As Rodden has the ball, looking for an open person. As she rainbows it up to Gotez. And it's handed off to Rodden. Rodden drives to the left side as Gotez looks, stops, and gives it back out to Rodden. As Rodden gives it to the corner. Oh, but it's a travel. Could have been a great move, but it's a travel by Strange.
Yet another travel for Marcus.
It's the dynamic duo of Cox and Shot. Gives it back to Cox, back to Shot. Shot drives down, being guarded by two defenders, and now it's the top of the key, being guarded by Rodden. The Shot looks, gives it up to 21. She drives down the lane.
And a foul there on Marcus, I believe.
And another foul.
This game's got more fast pace in the second half. Much different from the slow, more sludgy type game we saw in the first half.
Now she's looking for a person. Wide open to number 40, Becker.
Good cut there and good pass there and good vision to recognize the cut.
As Gotez dishes it out to top of the key to Rodden. Hands it off back to Gotez as she goes up for the easy two. And Shot has the ball. Passes it back out to number 34 as she drives past two defenders. And it should be a blocking foul by Cox. And now we're shooting one of one at the charity stripe.
Not been so charitable for Farmont tonight. Only two for 6 on the line tonight.
Cox is shooting her first attempt, 3 free throws. And the first one is up and in.
Battle of the Mound.
And the second one is good at the charity stripe. As now Rodden has the ball, walking it up the court. Being guarded by Porter, hands it off to Gotez as Gotez is being guarded by two defenders. Dishes it out to the corner, bounce passes back up to number 5, lobs it up, and it's off, but the foul.
I believe the difference here towards the end of the game will be who can hit their free throw shots better, as both teams are getting a lot more foul happy in the second half, mainly in the fourth quarter.
As Rodden is at the charity stripe, score is 34 Flower Mound and 34 Marcus. As Shot has the ball, gives it back out to Cox, dishes it over to number 21 as 21 drives down the lane, and that's a timeout by Flower Mound.
Almost another travel call there.
And if you look at it, I mean, both teams have 7 fouls, and both teams are shooting free throws.
Yeah, both teams are starting to get more to the line, get to the line more often. But for Marcus, they have to get to it more. They've only shot in 4 free throw shots tonight, and if they want to make this in a more interesting game and maybe eventually win it, they got to get to the line a lot more.
Absolutely.
But for both teams, they both got to limit the turnovers, especially Marcus already having 13 turnovers tonight.
You know what I just found out? I found out I'm saying number 4's name wrong the whole time. It's actually Gats.
It's Gats?
Gats.
Wow.
Not Gotes, it's Gats. My mistake.
Well, the more you found out eventually, and it's good thing you found out now than never.
Right, exactly. And we're back as Lana has the ball, gives it up to Shot. As number 21 drives down the lane, he dishes it back out to Shot. She's at the top of the key as Cox is wanting the ball. Gives it out to number 21, dishes it to the left side, into the paint by Cox, and it's a rebound by Gats. Gats is driving down the lane with a spot up two, and it hits the top of the rim.
Both team shooting has been struggling.
We have 3 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. As Shot has the ball, dishes it out to number 21, Porter, into the paint for Cox. Cox misses the easy two. As Rodden has the ball, she's walking up the top of the key. As she forgets the screen, drives down, shoots a floater, and it's up and out. Rebounded by Cox.
Both these teams' shooting has been really inconsistent tonight.
And Shot has the ball as Marcus is setting up against zone defense. Gives it up to Cox as she drives down, gets in the paint, throws it up, and it's off, and it's a rebound by Marcus as she throws it over to Gats as Gats drives down, kicks it back out, shoots the three, bang by Rodden.
Poor defense there by Flower Mound, leading to the open shot. And Marcus foul there.
And it's a foul. As we have 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock, as Shot is at the charity stripe. The score is 34. The score is 35. 37. This is a great game.
Very good game tonight. Both a very good defensive showing by both teams here tonight.
The score is 36-37 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock. As Rodden has the ball, she drives down the lane being defended as Gats has the ball, gives it out to number 5. This is the corner, shoots the three, bang!
That's what we're talking about. Gats, not Gats. It's both who can get their
Shoots
shooting.
the three. Oh, and it's a foul.
That was a hard foul there. I'm not
That's
sure
the-
what the defender was doing.
And that's the one thing you never do, is you foul a three-point shooter.
And it was not like it was like a slide foul. He just ran her over. I'm not sure what she was trying to do there.
Ran her over like a bulldozer.
Exactly. like a fullback over a small linebacker.
As Wallace is shooting from the charity stripe. So the first one is up and out. And the second one is in.
Timeout here by Marcus.
That was amazing. I mean, the changeup happened so fast.
Right. Like we were just calling the gets three as if this just happened, and on the other end, Flower Mound gets 3 free throws because of a hard foul there by Marcus.
I mean, it's like an all-star game out there. Both
Right.
teams shooting threes from way outside.
Right. And it seems like every time they get a shot in, the other team just whips out in transition like it never even happened.
Absolutely. And I mean, the defense on both sides, I mean, that's been amazing. I mean, no one really talks about defense, but I mean, both sides are playing great defense and getting it in the post.
Yeah,
That's what we've been talking about.
Both defenses causing a lot of turnovers on each side. Flower Mound causing Marcus to commit 13 turnovers, and Marcus causing Flower Mound to commit 9. And it's just Marcus needs to really limit the turnovers. I know I've said this a lot tonight and last broadcast we did, but turnovers end up deciding most games than not.
Absolutely.
So-
And I mean, I gotta say, with both teams, I mean, you got a dynamic duo. You
Right.
have Gats and you have Rodden, and then the other side you have Cox, and you have Shot. I mean, two great dynamic duos right there.
Very, very good. Both dynamic duos have really showed up tonight, made their presence known, and whoever shows up the most in this last 2 minutes will probably decide who wins this game.
Absolutely. And she misses the last free throw.
Good rebound there by Flower Mound. Get a possession back.
A great possession back by Shot.
Flower Mound has a chance to take back the lead here.
It's given to number 5. Number 12 has the shoots the 3. Bang!
Just like that, Flower Mound is in the lead.
And now we got a ball game.
Tied up. My apologies.
As Gats has the ball. Oh, she almost loses it. And she's trying to look for an open person. Gets into the corner. They have an open man, and it's a foul.
Missed the inside dish there. Couldn't have gotten 2 points.
And we're back to the charity stripe, shooting 1-1 free throws.
What a possession there by Flower Mound, getting the missed rebound and putting it back up for a three-pointer to tie this ball game late in the fourth.
What a ball game.
Ooh, it's gonna go down to the wire, folks.
As Strange is shooting free throws. Oh, and the first one just got in as it rolled around.
Almost caused some havoc there.
The score is now 40-41. Marcus. And the second one rolls in and out. That's given to Shot. A Shot walks it up with 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. And she gives it out to 21, gives it up to the post and to Cox. As Cox goes up and it's off.
But a foul by Marcus.
And another foul.
This is a point of the game where you don't really want to foul, especially with both teams in the bonus. And Flower Mound has another chance to take back the lead.
As the presence of Cox is shooting from the charity stripe. As the first one's in. It's their second time at the charity stripe. The second one's in as well.
Flower
The
Mound.
score is 42-41 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left.
Ooh.
And we got a timeout.
This is shaping up to be an exciting finish here on LIZAV Productions.
I mean, it's been amazing here, I have to admit. We're back. You're watching LASD AV Productions. I'm Anthony Council with my host, Aiden Herring. I mean, this game is going down to the wire.
It has really picked up since the start of the second half. I remember at the first half we were talking about 8-9 to 8, very sluggish. Both teams not getting any offense going. But ever since then, especially since the start of the third quarter, it's been really picking up tonight.
I mean, the defense. I know we've been talking defense a lot, but I mean the defense, and I mean they're shooting threes from way outside. I mean they're shooting the mid-range game, and I mean I think the big thing is for them to win this game. I mean they got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, with the team that can stay out of foul trouble the most will probably end up winning this game, or whoever commits the least amount of turnovers or the committing no turnovers at all, as one badly timed turnover could really sink your chances of winning a game.
It's been a great game. This game's going to go down to the wire. I mean, I guess it is what they call it, right? I mean, it's the battle of the mound. I mean,
Right.
Whoever wins this game is going to be cheering for probably the rest of the season.
Right.
Especially one's probably going to be thinking about this till next year.
Especially Marcus, if they can get the season sweep here in front of the away crowd here tonight.
Absolutely. And I mean, if Flower Mound wins this game, I mean, it'll be great for the home crowd. And we're back with 1 minute and 7 seconds left. As Gats has the ball, she drives, kicks it out to the corner, back up the top of the key as she drives, kicks it up the top for the three. Oh, but it's off the top of the rim. And it's a rebound.
Good, strong
Great
rebound by
rebound.
Marcus. And believe
we
it or
have
not,
another timeout.
very important rebound there to get back possession. I think it'll be
I mean, that was a quick possession.
quick possession, quick, get the rebound, timeout, get the team recouped, talk the strategy, and move on forward.
I think the thing that should have happened was, should have got the rebound, held on to it real tight, and then called a timeout. Because then you could just reset. You already have the possession, reset your offense, and then go in and attack the finishing.
I believe that's what happened because Marcus got the rebound and the coach quickly calling timeout to get the troops together and get the strategy through their heads.
When you think about it, if Marcus didn't get that rebound and if Flower Mound had it,
we may be talking about a 3-point swing there.
Yeah, it could have been easily 44 to 41.
Or a 45-41.
Exactly. This game would have been just all over the place again.
It would have been a different game.
Yeah, a completely different game. The last one we broadcast, that was an amazing game.
Very amazing. Marcus coming back against Hebron while they were set in 7th place in district, and since then they've really improved their play. Absolutely. And now they're within striking distance of that 4th quarter spot.
Absolutely.
It'll be good to see Marcus in the boys game soon.
And we're back. As we have a foul.
Costly turnover there by Marcus.
And a turnover as Strange looks very confused at what happened.
Looked to be maybe a push in the back. But either way.
44 seconds left on the clock.
It cost Marcus a very valuable possession here. Seems a bit of confusion here by the referees.
Both teams coming in with losses. This is a crucial game for both teams.
Especially for Flower Mound. If they can hold on to the win tonight, they're really in the driver's seat for that final coveted 4th place spot for district playoffs. Or does it appear to be a foul on Marcus? Foul on Flower Mound. I don't know what's.
And the clock has completely restarted.
I think. Oh, it's a confusion with the clock, maybe. Both teams talking it over, making sure the strategy is intact. Crowd is getting restless here tonight. They want to see some basketball.
As the coach is bringing Marcus's team back over.
Flower Mound still on the floor.
I think with both teams, with Flower Mound, if they can just get it into Cox in the paint,
right?
I think that would be a big thing for
really grind out the final possession.
Right. Like Shaq says, that's barbecue chicken right there.
And Shaq knows a lot about barbecue chicken.
Ain't that the truth? And getting big in the paint.
Yeah, obviously. Back in his prime, man, unstoppable.
Oh, and a steal.
Almost. Wow.
As Cox has the ball, she drives down the lane.
Almost near disaster there for Flower Mound. Got to be careful not to foul here.
And we have a timeout.
If I'm Marcus, I have to be very careful not to foul right here, especially behind the 3-point line.
As we have a score of 42-41 in a close game, the Battle of the Mound with 42 seconds left on the clock. Now with Marcus, I believe that if they give it to Gatz, she can easily spot up for 3. She can easily drive down the lane. She can do a step back 3.
Yeah, if they giving it to Gatz or maybe Jefferson, who's been really hitting those 3-point, or excuse me, Dowd. My apologies, Dowd, who's been really hitting those 3-point shots here tonight.
You never know. With Rodden and Gatz, that's a dynamic duo like we've been talking about.
Yeah, the dynamic duo is really deciding the game right here, as the refs seem a little bit confused on what's going on, but towards it, Cox had a very kind of slow 3rd quarter, not much going on, but since 4th quarter hit, she's been picking it up, carrying the team on her back, and it looks like that may be a deciding factor towards these waning seconds of the game.
Stay tuned. After this game, we're going to be broadcasting live on YouTube the boys game, the boys varsity game with Flower Mound against Marcus.
Should be a very exciting game as well.
As Cox is going to pass it in.
Oh,
and she almost stepped out.
Marcus getting close twice now.
Gives it up to Cox.
Oh, no. Another foul there.
A foul. With 37 seconds left, you have to force a foul.
Almost, but that was almost a perfect defensive possession there for Marcus, and it's just a Unfortunate, she had a foul there. Let's see if the charity stripe is charitable this time around. Very important free throws here tonight.
As the first one is, bounces around the world of the rim and bounces out.
She misses this shot. We have a whole different game, folks. Marcus would need just 2 to win the game or to get in the lead.
Marcus would just need a rebound.
Get a rebound.
The shot shoots the first, and it's in.
All right.
Score is 43-41 with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Marcus wasting no time.
And we have a timeout. So what do you believe will be what Marcus has to do to win this game? Because Marcus has came back from like these deficits.
I believe Marcus should stay safe because they've been having a lot of success pounding into the paint tonight. Like the three-point shooting has improved as the game has gone on. But if I'm the coach of Marcus right now, I'm telling my players, get inside as much as you can, get the 2, and maybe even get a foul.
I completely agree, and I would say also you have to box out. Whenever the shot goes up, you have to box out.
If I'm the coach on Flower, I'm telling my players to box out as much as you can. Get low, spread those arms around, and block your man out.
Absolutely. It's been a great game, but like we said, after this game, you can see in the corner, in the right corner, you can see Flower Mound's basketball team about to get ready to start this game as we are broadcasting live on YouTube, the LASD AV Productions.
How about these refs? They've had a very, very entertaining game to call tonight.
A very eventful game as well.
You know, they didn't do much at the beginning of in the first half, but they sure called golden whistles a lot in the second half.
That Strange passes it in. And she's looking for a person.
Oof.
Marcus has the ball,
Cox
gives it up to Rodden.
Cox almost got
with
a
27 seconds left on the clock as Rodden drives to the lane. Oh, but it's blocked. And it's a rebound. Oh, and it's up and off, and it's a foul.
That was perfect offense by Marcus. It didn't lead to immediate points, but they got it inside, which they should have done, and they eventually got a foul. Let's see if she can sink these important free throws here.
With 22 seconds left, these clutch free throws are so important. The first one is in.
Crowd trying to get into her head.
By Gatz. The second one is good, and we got a ball game, folks.
Ice in her veins, not letting the crowd noise get to her.
And she forced the foul.
Wow. Bad foul there by number 23 there. Coach was not happy with that.
And we got free throws, folks. We got 2 free throws.
Flower Mound has a chance to get the lead back.
By the point guard shot. The first one is good.
Ooh.
This is a big changeup.
Yeah, we're talking about Marcus tying up the game, doing what they were supposed to, getting inside, and now committing a very bad foul, and they could be trying to do the same thing they were trying to do.
The shot is getting mentally focused on the charity stripe. The second one is, it's good. With 20 seconds left on the clock, Rodden has the ball.
Just like last time, Marcus has to find a way to get inside. Don't commit a foul
With
here.
13 seconds left on the clock, Strange drives in, throws it up, but it's off, and it's a foul.
Another foul here.
Another foul by Flower Mound.
Both teams having trouble staying out of foul trouble tonight, and it's looking like it'll cost one of these teams here.
10 seconds left on the clock. The score is 45-43, Flower Mound. Oh, and the first one is off. And she is not pleased with that one.
She knows that may cost her team the victory here tonight in a very important district game.
The second one is good. They have to press with 10 seconds left on the clock. And it's a timeout.
Almost thought it was a turnover there by Flower Mound.
And a timeout by Flower Mound. I mean, what a big change of events here, isn't it?
What a game we have here tonight. And Marcus needs to find a way to get foul, cause a turnover, do something, and prevent them from running out the clock here.
I mean, that foul from Asia, I mean, that was just, I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was. That was a bad foul, and that may end up costing her team the victory tonight. As the coach at the moment was not pleased with her. I would hate to be her right now, trying to listen to the coach, trying to get the grilling from her coaches right now.
I mean, both teams, like we said, are coming off losses. I mean, this is a big game for both of them. I mean, Flower Mound, if they win this game, they have a great chance of being in the playoffs. And Marcus, I mean, it'll just give them a breather as well.
Right. If Marcus can somehow get the ball back, get the lead here, they can really pressure Huben for that second place spot as the season wanes on here. And for Flower Mound, not only if they can hold on, not only will they get bragging rights, but they get a surge for the fourth playoff spot, and that's important in these crucial last few games of the season.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, both teams are in foul trouble. Both teams have had a lot of fouls, but both teams are really working hard.
Right, but Marcus here committing 14 fouls, having 14 turnovers. That's just not how you win a basketball game. Let's see what happens here in these last few seconds.
And Strange forces the foul on Cox. So we have 9 seconds left on the clock.
Very important free throws here coming up for Flower Mound.
If she misses these free throws, I mean, this could really change.
This is a whole different ball game. Even if she just misses one of these, this is a whole different ball game.
Cox is at the line. And this is her third attempt. This is her third time at the charity stripe. And she's drained all free throws.
Ice in her veins, just like D'Angelo Russell would say.
And she just can't miss.
And she
just missed. Oh, but she has the ball back.
Rebound.
And she goes up, and it's a foul.
Wow. Marcus with a prime opportunity to get the ball back to get a possession and just couldn't get it, and that may end up costing them the game here tonight if she sinks both free throws.
With 5 seconds left on the clock. I mean, great rebound, great putback.
How about that announcer jinx right there? She just can't miss, and then she misses.
Right.
Flower Mound up by
first one is good.
Flower Mound up by 3 now.
And the second one is drained in.
That just may do it.
And with 3 seconds left, she shoots the 3, and it's up and out, and that is the ball game, folks.
What a game we had here tonight.
I mean, your score is 48, Flower Mound, 44, Marcus.
What a game we had here tonight. Lived up to the billing of a true rivalry game. Battle of the Mound never disappoints, no matter what sport it is.
Not at all. I mean, the Battle of the Mound, I mean, this has been a great game. Great game by the girls. A great game by the Lady Marauders and the Jags.
Right.
And, I mean, just wait until these boys play. I mean, this is going to be an intense game.
It will be. Can't wait to get it started.
So let's talk about these girls and how they played. So what was the challenges that Marcus had, and why did it impact them, and why couldn't they win this game?
I believe it was their foul troubling. Like, towards the end of the game, with 2 crucial fouls. That the one after they tied up the game, bad foul there to give Flower Mound the lead that they never gave up towards the end of the game, and the last foul of the game where they couldn't get the rebound, so they had to foul Cox and give her 2 free throws, which eventually she sunk, iced the game. Flower Mound victory.
I mean, like you said, I mean, Cox had ice in her veins, and I mean, this was a great game. Great first game, Battle of the Mound, and we'll be right back after the short break to broadcast the boys' game live, all right? Live on YouTube. You're watching AV Productions on LASD. We'll see you right back here.
Can't wait.